Adam gets a void skin. Now, we're leaning right into the negativity in this one, fellas, as I say anyway, because I've just never been a fan of these anyway since they got first released. That's just baseline opinion. I don't like the way they look, personally. Look, like, I don't get it. I don't like it. It's just animated glowing shit. Like, I like the idea from the lore standpoint that this is, you know, this is an Adam that's been killed so many times that he's like at his wit's end or whatever, and he's been discarded by the entity because his emotions are just completely destroyed. That's the sort of lore behind this kind of thing. But the way it looks, no, you know. I mean, I'm gonna say something, right, because the Haunted by Daylight event, it felt really forced to me, or it felt like the original stuff they used to do. I'll bring up what I'm talking about here, just to add credence to this. The original Halloween stuff, fucking hell, we'll get to that in a minute, don't you worry. The original Halloween stuff was this guy, Blight, you know? Like, the actual original stuff back in the day was all stuff like this, you know? It was actually about the Blight infection, the Blight corruption, you know? And then they kind of just, like, abandoned this and did a U-turn into, like, the bluey sort of stuff that they're doing now. Because Halloween used to be about doing, like, pustular flowers and filling vials and all that kind of stuff, and that was fun. Like, it was actually good. Back in the day when it was just, like, the pustular flowers and it was about the Blight and things like that, like, when we had just, you know, different... The Blight cosmetics, as I say, because I only got one. I'll just bring that up a second. Where is it? There it is. Like, stuff like this. This was really good. Because it was like a space corruption kind of thing. Like an infection, you know? With the Blight. This was really good. And it did alter them slightly. As you can see, his mask is actually his face in this. Like, it's actually fully his eyes in it, you know? Like, he's a proper Oni. He's got massive horns as well, because it mutates them into, you know, more varied forms of themselves and that kind of thing. But even so, like, they've just released this, which is a Blight skin. But yet they're still doing the blue Haunted by Daylight stuff at the same time, you know? There's a clash. Because it's literally opposite colour palettes as well, you know? It's just really weird to me. Like, it's really fucking weird. Should we take a wee little grounded pass on the Haunted by Daylight cosmetics? I almost forgot what the event was called then. They've been added to the store. Some are returning from the previous years. And we're just going to review the stuff that's new, basically. We're going to give you honest opinions, as we always do whenever I do content reviews like this. We're going to be completely honest. If something does buzz me, I will burst into praise. But if it does look like shit, I will tell you it looks like shit, okay? We do this honestly, because I have respect for my viewers, and we're not going to gaslight anybody here into thinking, you know, that something's good when it's not. That aside, let's begin. So, we're starting off strong, because it's a Sable skin. You know how I feel about Sable, you know, the main survivor. But yeah, we've got a Sable skin, so... Right. I've just explained myself, as I say, but... Sparkly shit. Why? Why is she glowing? Now, I know she's a witch. I know she's supposed to be like a witch, or she's into the occult or anything like that. I haven't, despite maining this survivor, I didn't actually extensively read into her lore, but she is related to Michaela, who is actually a witch in a sense, and this is obviously very witch-like, so I get that, but at the same time, there's no atmosphere. Again, it removes the atmosphere. We're going to have sparkly sables running around now. I do appreciate spiders on the arse though, that's quite funny. Nice touch. But, like, you could very easily have this skin and not have her glowing. That's all I fucking ask, you know? Even her hair. Why is her hair glowing? You know? Like, the skin's nice, the outfit of it. Like, I like how it's sort of charred as well. Because it is supposed to be, like, fiery. But it doesn't make any sense, man. The sparkly shit just doesn't, like... every release, man, every cosmetic wave these days, we get closer to fucking Fortnite. But there you go. It's the Sable skin. As I say, the skin's nice. Like, the base outfit of the skin is good. But all this shit could just be... Even if you want this on the skin, like flames on the legs and all that kind of thing, just do it as it's painted on the pants. You know, it doesn't have to glow. Even her hands. I'm assuming they're gloves. They look like they are gloves or gauntlets. It's not actually her hands that are burning, but... Maybe it is. Maybe they're fingerless. Can't quite see. But yeah. Fucking hell, dude. Like, it's just... It removes atmosphere for me, fellas. I'm a bit of a horror puritan when it comes to this game. Like, I do prefer how the game looked in 2016, when it was darker and grittier. Every new cosmetic release that comes out these days is just shit like this. Like, the skin, as I've said twice now, is good. Like, I do like it. It does fit Sable's invocation weaving spiders, you know? Spiders. It's faithful to her character. But all this sparkly hair shit and, like, glowing legs and stuff like that. Just, fucking hell, I could live without it. But anyway, there's the Sable skin, as I say. Pretty nice, just a shame it's glowing, you know. Michaela, because Michaela gets a skin every time somebody fucking farts in this community, so we'll have a look at the Michaela skin. Again, we're glowing. I do like the spikier hands on this though, that's quite nice. But still, we're glowing. There's a fucking tail. Skin's nice, as I say. Top is very nice. The nets are very good. I do like these kind of nets. Gothic style. Hair's quite nice. Obviously the face paint and ears. Yeah, sure. I get it's supposed to be trick-or-treat, guys. I really do get that. But again, it's not horror. It just isn't horror. Like, it's child friendly at this point, you know. It's, as I say, like the same thing I said with Sable. Remove the fire from the boots, remove the fire from the hands. You can keep the claws, like you can have prosthetic claws, sure, whatever. I don't care about that. It's not going to be that visible. Remove the fucking tail, whatever the fuck that's supposed to be. It's not even a full size tail. And the little makeup and the ears and all that kind of thing, have her a bit more bloody maybe. And then you turn this outfit into a gothic style, you know, witch skin, basically. Like I say, you can keep the shape of the flames on the boots, just not have it like brightly pronounced like that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's ADHD design, man. As somebody who has ADHD, you know. As I say, the pants that aren't glowing, parts of them are glowing, and the top and the sleeves and the netting and all that fishnet kind of stuff, that's good. I do like that. But the tail shit, the ear shit, the face paint, the fucking glowing... Sure, it is what it is. Adam gets a void skin. Now, we're leaning right into the negativity in this one, fellas, as I say anyway, because I've just never been a fan of these anyway since they got first released. That's just baseline opinion. I don't like the way they look, personally. Look, like, I don't get it. I don't like it. It's just animated glowing shit. Like, I like the idea from the lore standpoint that this is, you know, this is an Adam that's been killed so many times that he's like at his wit's end or whatever, and he's been discarded by the entity because his emotions are just completely destroyed. That's the sort of lore behind this kind of thing. But the way it looks, no, you know, like it's supposed to be a blue kind of like version of his original skin as well. As I say, isn't too bad, but it's just immersion breaking to me. I prefer it if survivors get skins like, you know, regular people. No, I don't mind stuff like this, as I say. Maybe not the mask, but just like generic kind of things and dark, where it looks like it's just some guy, you know. Stuff like when it used to be like, you know, when it was just like actual people. And it was still, you know, just generic, basically. It was just everyday people kind of things. Now you've got fucking glowing shit like this all the time, you know? That's the argument I'm making here, across all characters, you know? But yeah, there's a Void Adam. There's a Void Adam skin, as I say. For what it is, it looks nice. It's just, it doesn't really belong in this game, as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, there you go. There is a Void Kate skin as well. Similar reasoning. Yeah. Still got the glowing, moving PNG stuff on her body as well. I do like the design of the top though, because they have actually changed that. This is an addition actually, this overcoat. You can see her original top underneath it. And the like ropes around her neck. That's new. But yeah, it's more sparkly shit again, and just yeah, is what it is. I mean, I'm gonna say something right, because I with the Haunted by Daylight event, it felt really forced to me, or it felt like the original stuff they used to do. I'll bring up what I'm talking about here, just to add credence to this. The original Halloween stuff, fucking hell, we'll get to that in a minute, don't you worry. The original Halloween stuff was this guy, Blight, you know? Like, the actual original stuff back in the day was all stuff like this, you know? It was actually about the Blight infection, the Blight corruption, you know? And then they kind of just, like, abandoned this and did a U-turn into, like, the bluey sort of stuff that they're doing now. Because Halloween used to be about doing, like, pustular flowers and filling vials and all that kind of stuff, and that was fun. Like, it was actually good. These days it's all about ghosts and spirit realms and stuff that interrupts gameplay as a core thing. Like going into little pocket dimensions and cleansing spirits and stuff like that, you know, that kind of thing. Back in the day when it was just like the pustular flowers and it was about the blight and things like that, like when we had just, you know, different the blight cosmetics, as I say, because I only got one. I'll just bring that up a second. Where is it? There it is. Like stuff like this was really good because it was like a space corruption kind of thing, like an infection, you know, with the blight. This was really good, and it did alter them slightly. As you can see, his mask is actually his face in this, like it's actually fully his eyes in it, you know, like he's a proper Oni. He's got massive horns as well because it mutates them into, you know, more varied forms of themselves and that kind of thing. But even so, like, they've just released this, which is a blight skin, but yet they're still doing the blue Haunted by Daylight stuff at the same time, you know? There's a clash, because it's literally opposite colour palettes as well, you know? It's just really weird to me. Like, it's really fucking weird. Because they're trying to do this alongside the blight stuff at the same time. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't really... It's not that it doesn't gel well together, it's just... They're trying to do multiple things at once by the looks of things. What is going on with your hair? Okay, because this is a behaviour game, I don't know if that's intended or if it's... Is it? Does it move with her? No. I don't know if that's intended or not. It might be actually, because she does have a base side shave in her default. It might be something that's like exaggerated in that regard. We are sparkly Playtime's Arena. There it is. There are subtle additions as well, which is quite a nice nod, to be honest, about the amount of time they've actually spent in the realm. It's like things they've picked up and added to the default outfits. That's what I get from that. I'm sure the bracelet and the fuck are them? Oh, they were the charms I was using. Like the bracelet and all that kind of thing's been added to her character. She's lost a... Oh no, she hasn't lost a scarf, it's unfurled. It's quite a nice touch. Yeah. And we have the first Killer Void skin, as I've just said, with the Blight. Why is it not... Oh no, actually, yeah, because Plague's already got Blight skins. Yeah, she's got this one, you know? So now she's got this one as well. Right, I'm going to say this looks actually a lot better than what it did in the marketing for it, the ad that was posted, because it looked very basic in the post that he did. That's actually pretty good. all things considered. It is sparkly stuff again, but as I say, with it being killers, it's a little bit less of an issue. Because again, it is monster. No changed voice, because we don't do new voice things despite having a massive hole in her chest. Could have had a demonic filter to it, but nah, we don't go that far, do we? Crown's nice. Kind of like snowy kind of appearance on it as well, cold. I think this is probably, well, this is obviously going to be my favourite of the Void skins just because it is a killer one, so it makes a bit more sense, but at the same time, again, it's like bright shit. But it does look nice. I do like the hole in the chest. You can actually see inside it as well as you turn. It is physically a hole, it's not painted on, which is good. It's also kind of weirdly translucent in the middle, in a way. But then not at the same time, that's a bit of a weird effect. Yeah, it's quite nice that. Probably my favourite Void skin. I'd say they deviated from this, as I say. I mean, this is a bit bright, obviously, but it is plague because she's like infected, but I don't know, it's just weird to me, man, how they deviated from it. Right, I guess we better, you know, launch the rant and the, well, probably not the rant to be honest, because we've already been over it mostly in this video now anyway, but you did see it a minute ago. We will skip to the tome reward skins. In fact, actually, let me do Yunjin first before we go into it. Because I've got a bit of a number, you know, as I always do. I always stray further from horror with every release in this game. So the tome reward, this is the challenge-based reward, basically. You do all your challenges in the tome, and you earn this, basically, piece by piece. I'm going to say that this isn't as extreme as I thought it was going to be, but again, it is very on the nose, trick-or-treaty, very just forced, you know, like, it's, you know, you can see face painting, all that kind of thing. The outfit itself is alright, as I say, again, we've got the fishnet side, we've got gothic going on here, but we've got all the paint all over her and, you know, the makeup and all that kind of shit to make it look like actual trick-or-treating, you know? Like, I could understand if they took, like, the face painting and everything off it, we could have a legit, really cool looking, like, gothic Yunjin. But yeah, there's a lot of green stuff on the skin going on. But as I say, it's not terrible as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say with that one. Right, fellas, let's just say the piece, get it over with. We will preface this by just saying that this killer is the furthest thing from fucking horror in a video game, but I don't know, he turns the people's screams that he kills into music and all this shit, but I mean, look at the fucking state of this. Right, this is the trickster version of the Yunjin skin. Basically, do all your killer challenges in the Rift, and yeah, this one might actually be legit supposed to be Frankenstein by the open belly, so that is bonus points, I suppose. But yeah, this is just not horror. The hairstyle, for a start, does not match with what it's trying to do with the whole Frankenstein shit. The bat is kind of nice. As I say, might use. Is it a set? No, it's not. So the bat might have some use in, you know, future stuff maybe. As I say, I don't play this killer anyway because it's just not horror. Yeah. There's a case to be. It's the same kind of thing. What it looks like, what they've done is Trickster is supposed to be Frankenstein here. Like, this doesn't look like it's supposed to be makeup, based on, you know, what you can see on his stomach, because it isn't makeup there. You can see the stomach, the hole, and then obviously the stitches on his arm. That's actually real, you know, stitches and that kind of thing. So they've obviously gone with him being an actual Frankenstein monster, and then Yunjin's sort of like cosplaying it in a way. But it's just the wrong fucking killer to pick, man. Seriously, for this. I mean, we don't even have a blighted Trickster, do we? We'll probably have one of them probably next year, but yeah, it's just not fucking horror, dude. Like, there are better things you could be doing, to be honest. But there you go. As I say, it's what I was about to say there, actually doubling back. The coat and the bat, that's nice, and like this hole in his chest. But then the green shit ruins it for me, personally. As I say, it's all personal opinions. As somebody who wants just abstract horror in this game, they want the purest form of it. You know, all this kind of like green arms and, you know, patchwork style shit just doesn't look like horror in the way it's done here, I'll say, anyway, because you can do stuff like this that is horror, but it's because it's Frankenstein, basically. It's supposed to be Frankenstein, it's supposed to be, you know, it's supposed to be trick or treating. That's what this is, even though he is supposed to be a real monster, that kind of thing. But it's just, it doesn't do anything for immersion. Like, it doesn't do anything for horror. That's the best I can explain it. Because as I say, the coat is really nice. Like, the jacket is actually really nice. And I've just noticed the fucking earpiece. Why would he have an earpiece in? You know? I know it's part of his character, but again, his character's not horror. But, I mean, he doesn't have a fucking earpiece in a lot of his skins. You know? Like, it's just, there's no earpiece. You know? Yet, Frankenstein has a fucking earpiece. You know? Does it dance macabre star? Caught by surprise when you saw Yunjin in the makeup chair that morning. Okay, yeah, because they're a related skin. They were released together anyway. But then, in the makeup chair, so is this supposed to be makeup? I don't fucking know, dude. But as I say, there's a massive hole in his chest and you can see his fucking ribs, so that is horror. As I say right there, that is quite good. But the rest of it is, apparently this is makeup then, maybe? I don't know. But anyway, there you go. It's a trickster skin. I'll never be happy with trickster skins, as I say, because we got shit like this in the game now, you know? Like, we can go into the whole politics situation of me being a bigot, and, you know, it's obviously supposed to be a fucking icon character and all this kind of shit, but as far as I'm concerned, mate, I'm not fucking interested in it, so it's not going to be something that appeals to me personally, and as a result, based on any killer in that regard that I'm not interested in, it's not going to pull me eyes, you know, I'm not going to praise it and all that kind of shit for being, you know, subpar if it's a killer that I don't enjoy, all that kind of shit, you know. It is what it is. Anyway, there's the Haunted by Daylight cosmetic releases. Probably going to say, just in summary, Plague is probably the best Void skin in this one. I do think this is quite nice. It's a bit bright. That's what we'll dock points for there, but as I say, this is probably a nice one. The hole in the chest is quite metal. They're probably not going to change the vomit particles, because if they change the vomit particles, ladies and gentlemen, to a stream of ice, you, as a bone idle gamer, will not be able to tell that that ice that she's vomiting is actually vomit, and you might get a bit confused, so we can't change that. It's not laziness at all. Definitely not laziness, fellas. No. No. It can't be laziness. It's the people who play this game are too stupid to realise what vomit is when it's coming out. The same way, if we changed the appearance of Victor on the twins, that little demonic child that's running towards you, you might think that's a survivor. If we give him a slightly different skin colour or particle effects or anything like that, could be a survivor, and you might get a wee bit confused, you know. But yeah, there you go. It is what it is. Apparently there's something new for Spirit, is there? No, there isn't. The game keeps doing this to me. There's a Fire Moon Festival cosmetic that I don't even review because I didn't know it existed. There's something allegedly new for Spirit, but, you know. But there you go. That's the cosmetics, as I say. These would have been good, as I say, if it wasn't all sparkly shit. I am going to buy this, as I say, because I am a Sable player. I just might not use the pants because they're a bit too extreme. But it might have synergy with other things. Maybe not the head either, because the hair. This middle piece, though, will probably have synergy with something. But there is a glowing piece on literally every part of this cosmetic. You've got the body with the hands, you've got the legs, and you've got the hair. But yeah. There it is, fellas. We're going to grind through the event pass now. Just in regular gameplays, but yeah, that's cosmetics for the Haunted by Daylight release. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you for some gameplay, eh? Bye.